Hi, welcome to Jeweliyana's kitchen. If you haven't met me yet or you've never cooked with me before, I'm a little bit of a mad scientist in the kitchen, but I'm toning it down into measurable amounts so that I can share the recipe with you. And today we are going to make an Asian pea salad that you can actually turn into a salad bowl. And if you're doing keto, you can do it with on a bed of cauliflower, or if you want the old school style, just classic bowl, you can do it on noodles. Or if you stay with me to the end of this video, I will share with you what I'm gonna bowl it with. It's super cool and different and you're gonna love it. So hit that like button, stick around. I'm gonna show you how to make this fabulous salad. So here's a sampling of some of the fabulous, colorful ingredients we're gonna be using to make this salad. I'm gonna chop most of them up and meet you back here at the cutting table. We'll put it all together and I'll show you how to make a delicious Oriental sesame style dressing to go on it. So the first thing we're going to do is make a salad dressing, and I'll let you know the proportions so you can write along as we're cooking here if you want to. And at the end of the recipe, once I have it all mixed together, if there's any tweaks to it, I will let you know that then. So right now as we go, you want to start with 3 tablespoons of oil. And I'm just using olive oil because it's my favorite, but you can use grapeseed or canola, whatever kind of cooking oil you want. But we also need a little bit of sesame oil. So I am putting 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. So 3 tablespoons regular, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. To that, we want to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. To that, we want to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And then we want the Dijon mustard here. So I've got a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And then we're going to add to this, it's pretty simple, but my God, it's delicious. Wait till you try it. We're going to add a tablespoon of sesame seeds. And that's it. Let me just get that out of the way. And whisk that up, just so that it's nicely mixed. You can add a little bit of black pepper too if you like pepper. I just put it on top of salad sometimes. Okay, so there we have our dressing. We're just going to let it sit to the side and marinate in its own deliciousness while we cut some vegetables. So I'm not going to show you how to cut everything, but I'll show you how to cut a couple of things. So I'm adding a navel orange to it, and I started cutting it, but then I thought maybe I should show you. So you want to cut the top off, and then just using a knife, go around the whole orange like this. I mean, I suppose you could peel it, but if you want that fancy restaurant kind of look with the chunks of oranges, you want to cut it like this. Okay, so we got all the skin off, and just to make it in nice sections, I think I would cut it into 6ths rather than, well, quarters is too big, so 6 pieces. It gets too big for your hands, you just cut them like that. Okay, fire drill's over. I don't know if you guys could hear that in the background, but a fire truck just went by. So I had to put you on pause. Okay, let's get these oranges off to the side. And I will show you some fancy ways to do your carrots and cucumbers. So for the carrots and cucumbers, you can just slice them however you want to. But I happen to have this little fun kitchen gadget, so if you want to have one of these, I'll put a link in my description here. I am an Amazon affiliate, so that means I'll get some kind of a small royalty if you buy one of these gadgets. I have the old original version. It is called a Borno Swiss Mar. This is a ripple cutter. You don't want the regular slicer because we're going to do something fun with it. So you cut the tip off your cucumber, and then be very careful because this is seriously sharp, but that's why it's so good. So, you want to make something fancy, you kind of go hold it that way, then twist your hand, and you just give your hand a little twist, making sure you keep your fingers away from the blades. And if you, I'll show you in a second, if you just keep twisting it, it makes a different shape. See how you get these funky little shreddy lattice versions? If you don't twist your hand and you just go straight, give me a second and we'll show you a couple of those. Then you just get it like a ripple chip kind of thing. So you can do that too, but I got one of these gadgets a while back and they're just fun to work with. So when your cucumber gets about that long, stop, because you don't want to get your fingers there. It is sharp, like I said. So let's get this one. So that was 2 cucumbers. I think that'll be enough for this salad. And we're going to do the same thing with the carrots. And again, like I said, if you don't have one of these gadgets and you don't want one, you don't need one, you can just cut them regular style. So same thing with your carrots. You want to, sorry, that was 2 cucumbers if I didn't say it. With the carrots, you want to have 3 or 4 carrots. Apparently my crop is pretty skinny, so I don't know what this is going to do for this fanciness. They might be better off being sliced regular, just because it's harder to hold a skinny little carrot. Let's have a look. Oh, they're looking, they'll be good in a salad because you don't want big crunchy chunks of carrot. If you are just going to cut them manually, make sure you cut them very thin. Or you could even use a potato peeler and just peel some peel some carrot pieces in there, just so that you get the carrot flavor, the look and texture, without big, thick, crunchy chunks. We don't want big, thick, crunchy chunks. It's nice to have crunch in a salad, but we do not want, you know, like one of these guys is not like the other size big chunks. So they look like that. So I'll finish these carrots up and then we'll put the salad together. I'm going to use some Italian parsley. By the time I chop that up, you'll have about 1/4 cup. And same thing with Thai basil. Thai basil is not the same as Italian basil. This one has a little bit more of a licorice flavor, and you can see the leaves are a little bit smaller, and often it'll have the purple flowers on it, which you can chop up and use in your salad too. So we want to just discard the stem part of the basil, using only the leaves and the flowers. So pick them all off and then we'll be ready to chop them up. And maybe I'll just chop it a little bit because we don't want to have giant full leaves. We already did the same with the parsley, which is flat leaf parsley I used, if I didn't tell you that. That's Italian parsley or flat leaf parsley. Okay, and now I'm going to make this into an open face salad. So if you're having a dinner party and you want to make it fancy, you can get yourself a plate. This is a platter. If I ever find any, I'll put a link, but I don't have one now. But you see, it's kind of like, what do you call it, a quiche plate. It's only about 1 inch thick, wide platter. And so to do the layering, you want to add, first ingredients is about 3 cups of bok choy. So I cut up 3 cups of bok choy. And then on top of that, I have another 3 cups of fresh chopped snap peas, those Asian snap peas. You don't have to do this open face, but it makes such a beautiful presentation. I call them like pizza salads or something because it's kind of like making a pizza. Okay, then on top of there, I'm adding purple cabbage because it's colorful and beautiful and it's a perfect flavor with all of this. And that's, I think that was about 2 cups. Like I said, the recipe will be there where you can just get all the details. And then those carrots and cucumbers that we cut, let's put those on. And then we got a cup of mushrooms, just nice sliced mushrooms. And a little bit of green onion, little bit. Translation, I'm not big on onions, so I think I used about 1/2. You can use them at your discretion. I think I'll say the recipe should be 1 because I really don't like them a lot. And then 1 cup of water chestnuts. Where's my can? I'll show you. You need to know. They look, I know it's going to be backwards, but you can see, you get them in the Asian section of your superstore, and they're just sliced water chestnuts. So they were sliced, but I sliced them some more because I didn't want big, chunky, things. I just want these little bits of crunch in here. And then I think on top of there we better, oh, I need a bigger bowl. We want to put pepper. So about a cup of bell pepper. And I just happened to get some that were these little baby ones, so I left them in the rings because I think that looks really pretty for the display. And some sunflower seeds for a little bit of nutty crunch in here. That's a 1/4 cup that I used. And then if you like bean sprouts, put some on because they add extra fabulous crunch. So I think I'm running out of space here, but I will tell you in the recipe if you're going to make this in a bowl, because this is enough to serve like big bowls for people for dinner. I have 3 cups. It'll be in the recipe. Okay, so bean sprouts, and then we have oranges. Not oranges, just that one orange I cut up. I think I have 12 people coming for dinner. Or should have 12 people coming for dinner. Maybe I'll give you a half recipe too. Okay, so your orange, and then we want to sprinkle some of that Italian parsley on there. Maybe we only need, I'd say we need less than what you saw. So I'm going to go with just a couple sprigs on top for color. And then the Thai basil, you could even skip the parsley if you don't have it and you don't want to, but you definitely want the Thai basil because it gives that beautiful flavor. And then obviously you can see I made it too big in on this platter, so I would only do a half recipe in the platter. But if we mix it up in a big bowl, which I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back because I want to show you how I actually bowlify it, not on cauliflower for keto, but I'll give you that option, and not on noodles because you can do that anyways, and everybody knows how to make a noodle bowl. But my secret thing, I'll show you. Be right back. So the secret thing that made it worth the wait till the end is my new favorite food, blue pea flour. This is blue pea flour rice. Blue pea flour is super healthy for you. It comes from these flowers that's somewhere in Southeast Asia, and it's got lots of anthocyanins in it, which is really healthy for you. So this is actually natural blue color. So if you want to make some kind of dinner, and if you want the recipe for that, really, you just add a teaspoon of blue pea flour to your regular rice recipe and cook it, and it turns out like this. You don't need anything fancy. And if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, there's a link. I'll put a link in the description too for where you can buy this blue pea flour and learn about it if you're interested. Anyway, I just thought it'd be kind of fun because the kids will be like, oh, Mom, what are you doing? You got blue rice. They'll think you've lost it. It'll just be fun. Or maybe you just want to do a fancy dinner or a theme party, like it's a boy reveal dinner party or something. Anyway, blue pea, plus it has a fabulous flavor when you mix it in with the salad bowl. So put your salad on a bed of that rice. And I would keep the dressing off of the salad because it's better to serve it just right before you eat it, because otherwise salad dressing always tends to wilt the vegetables. But you just put some of that lovely oriental sesame dressing we made up here on top of your salad bowl, and you've got this lovely presentation. And one thing that's really fun about this this rice too is that when lemon gets on it, and there is lemon in this dressing, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, it has a reaction that happens in a minute and it turns lavender. Anyway, have some fun with it. Maybe I need a little bit more here. Yeah, just for picture's sake. There we go. So, bon appetit. If you liked cooking with me and you want to learn some more crazy jiggery cookery stuff with me here at Jeweliyana's Kitchen, please subscribe, and I'll see you at the next recipe. Thanks. Have a great day. P.S. I changed some of the amounts in the recipe, so double check in the description. And if you like a downloadable cookbook version, they're now available on my Etsy shop. I'll put that link in the description too.